Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaurav Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda
Ram Hare
Shri
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Rama Bhakta
Ram
Nareshana
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Ram Hare
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
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 Ram Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram 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 Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram 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 Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare, Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri
Hare Krishna,
Vasadi
Krishna
Gaura
Krishna,
Bhattacharya.
Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram, 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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram, Ram, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
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 Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
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 Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
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 Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
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 Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Shri
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Hare,
Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda,
Krishna
Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Sri Vasari Gaurava Pada, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Hare
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Jai
Krishna,
Sri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Rama,
Prabhu
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Nityananda
Rama
Guru
Rama, Hare
Nityananda
Hare
Srinivasa
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Rama,
Prabhu
Rama Rama,
Nityananda
Hare
Shri
Hare
Advaita
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Gadadara
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare Vishnu Padaya Bhaktavastraya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti
Hare
Vedanta
Ram
Swami
Ram Ram
Prabhu
Ram Hare Hare
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesh
Hare
Suni
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Panchatya Sakarani
Hare
Jaya Shri
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत
Hare
गदाधर
Krishna Krishna Krishna
श्रीवासादि
Hare Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram Ram Hare
कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna
राम
Krishna
हरे
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम
Hare
हरे
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
हरे
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna
राम
Krishna,
राम राम
Hare
हरे
Ram, Hare Ram,
हरे
Ram
Hare
Ram,
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna
कृष्ण
Hare
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
हरे
Ram
राम
Ram
हरे
Hare
राम
Ram,
राम
Hare Ram,
राम हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna
कृष्ण हरे
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
राम
Hare
हरे
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna,
हरे राम
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
राम हरे हरे कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम
Hare
हरे
Ram
राम
Hare Ram Ram
राम
Ram Hare
हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna Hare Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram
हरे
Hare
राम राम हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare Ram Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna
राम
Krishna
राम
Hare
राम हरे
Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Ram
Hare
हरे
Ram, Hare
हरे
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
राम
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
हरे
Ram,
राम
Ram
राम
Ram,
राम हरे
Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
हरे
Hare Ram,
हरे
Ram
राम
Hare Hare
Hare
राम
Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
हरे
Ram, Hare
कृष्ण
Ram, Ram
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna, Hare
राम
Krishna,
राम हरे
Ram,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram, Ram
कृष्ण
Ram,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
राम
Hare Krishna,
Hare
राम
Ram
हरे
Ram Ram
Ram,
हरे
Hare
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna,
राम
Ram,
राम
Hare
हरे
Ram, Ram
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare
राम हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण
Hare Ram
कृष्ण
Hare Ram
हरे
Ram
हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna Krishna
राम
Krishna
हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram Hare Ram Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
राम
Krishna Hare
राम
Ram
हरे
Ram Hare
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna
राम
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
हरे
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna Hare
कृष्ण
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram
हरे
Ram
राम
Hare Hare
राम हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare Ram Ram
हरे
Ram Ram Hare Hare
राम हरे
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna Hare
हरे
Krishna
राम
Krishna
राम
Krishna
हरे
Hare Hare Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram Hare Hare
कृष्ण हरे हरे राम
Krishna Krishna
राम
Krishna
हरे
Krishna Hare Hare
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram Ram Hare
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे हरे राम
Hare Krishna Hare
राम
Krishna
हरे
Krishna Krishna
हरे
Hare Hare
कृष्ण
Ram Ram Ram
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna
हरे
Krishna Hare
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna Krishna,
हरे
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
राम
Ram,
हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
हरे
Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram,
कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
राम
Krishna,
हरे
Ram Ram
हरे
Ram
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
हरे
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
हरे
Hare
राम
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna Krishna,
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे
Krishna Krishna
हरे
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
राम हरे
Hare Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Krishna
कृष्ण हरे
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
हरे
Ram
राम
Hare
हरे
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna Hare
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare Ram,
Hare
हरे
Ram
राम
Hare Ram Ram Ram
हरे
Hare
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare
राम हरे हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Shri
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
हरे
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
कृष्ण हरे
Hare Krishna, Hare
राम हरे
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
हरे कृष्ण हरे
Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna,
राम हरे
Ram, Hare
हरे
Hare
Ram,
कृष्ण
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
हरे
Hare Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna,
राम
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
हरे
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
हरे
Hare Hare
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Krishna, Hare
हरे
Krishna,
राम
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
हरे
Ram,
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Ram, Hare
हरे
Ram, Ram Ram,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
हरे
Hare Krishna,
हरे
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
हरे
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
हरे
Ram
राम
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram
राम
Ram, Hare Ram,
राम
Ram
हरे
Ram,
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram
Rama
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Jai
Rama,
Shri Krishna
Rama Rama
Chaitanya
Hare,
Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda
Krishna,
Sri
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Namo Vishnu
Rama
Padaya
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Bhaktaya
Krishna
Bhutale,
Hare Hare Hare
Srimati
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Radharani
Hare
Swami
Ram,
Kiramini,
Hare
Namo Vishnu
Hare
Padaya
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Bhaktaya
Krishna
Bhutale,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Srimati
Hare
Bhakti Vedanta Swami
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Srimati
Krishna, Krishna
Saraswati Devi
Hare
Gauravani
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Acharya
Hare
Devi
Hare Krishna, Hare
Kumari
Krishna, Krishna
Panchakali Sarvabhauma
Hare
Swami
Ram, Hare Ram,
Prabhu Nityananda
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Advaita
Hare Krishna,
Gadadhara
Krishna Hare Ram, Hare
Sivasati
Ram,
Gauravakta Vrinda Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama Rama Hare
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 Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama Rama Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Rama
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, 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 Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram.
Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Hare.
Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Ram
Hare.
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare.
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram
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 Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Ram, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Ram Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Ram Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram
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 Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna
Balaram
Krishna
Nityananda Sri
Krishna Hare
Advaita
Ram
Vedanta
Ram
Srinivasa
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
Ram 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 Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Gopala
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Raju Prabhu Prasad Prabhu Dandavat Pranam All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev Muralidhar Prabhu Dandavat Pranam
हरे
All
कृष्ण प्रभु
glories to
धन्यवाद
Srila
प्रणाम।
Prabhupada and Gurudev. We'll start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Amagyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shlakaya Chaksharanmritamyana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamani Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisese Sunyamadi Pashyata Deshatarine Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktaranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Mukhaṁ karoti vachalam pangam lankaayate yatkripatamaham vande Shri Gurundinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Om Apavitra Pavitra Sarva Sangata Pavi Yasmaret Pundarikaksham Sabahyaabhyantaram Sajai Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Suryo Devi Va Chakshuratatam Sadviprasa Vipanyam Jagraham Sasamedate Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. All glories to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Sri Nityananda, all glories to Sri Advaita Chandra, and all glories to devotees of Lord Gauranga. Muralidhar Prabhu, please sing this one. Krishna Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु। कृष्णा
Hare
कृष्णा 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 है। कृष्णा 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 है। Krishna 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 hai Krishna 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 hai Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rakshamam Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Patimam Krishna 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 Ho Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. CC Madhya 796. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted almost like a mad lion. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went on his tour, filled with ecstatic love and performing Sankirtan Yajna, chanting Krishna's names as follows that way. O Lord Krishna, please protect me and maintain me. O Lord Rama, descendant of King Raghu, please protect me. And O Krishna, O Keshava, killer of the Kesi demon, please maintain me. Hare Krishna. O Mana Prasad Prabhu. Prasad Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Nando.
Chain Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Chaitanya Chaitama Adilila 1.14 7.6 Panchatattva Panchatattva Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Vratam Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Sang Shaktikam. Let me offer my obeisances unto Lord Sri Krishna, who has manifested himself in 5 features as a devotee, Bhakta Rupa, expansion of a devotee, Bhakta Swarupakam, incarnation of a devotee, Bhakti, Bhakta Avataram, pure devotee, Bhaktakhyam, and devotional energy, Bhakta Shaktikam. The 5 features, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, Swayam Bhagavan. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is Krishna's personal expansion as Balarama. Sri Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, Harihara. Sri Saraswat, okay, Srivasa, okay, Sri Srivasa Thakura is Krishna's pure devotee Narada Muni and symbolizes devotion, bhakti. Okay. Sri Gadadhar Pandita is a Krishna's internal energy, Srimati Radharani, Srimati Lalita Shakti, Haladini Shakti. Okay. Purport last lines. This confirms the Vedic Sutra Parasya Shaktir Vivadasya Shruyate. Okay. All these bhakti, all these bhakta, subjected to taken together constitute Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Jai Jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvishe Namaha. 19.53 of Madhya Lila Chaitanya Charitamrita. O most munificent incarnation, you are Krishna himself. Appearing as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you have assumed the golden color of Srimati Radharani, and you are widely distributing pure love of Krishna. We offer our respectable obeisances unto you. Raju Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So all 12 names of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Dvada Sri Krishna Chaitanya Dvadasha Nama Sutram by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. 12 principal names of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are Chaitanya Krishna Chaitanya Gaurango Dvijanayaka Yatinam Dandinam Chaiva Nyasinam Cha Shiro Manihi Rakthambarat Rakthambaradharaha Srimannavadvipa Sudhakaraha Prema Bhakti Pradaschaiva Sri Satchinandana Nandanastata.
Thank you, Prabhu. Please repeat after me this one. Nityananda's Lord Nityananda's 12 names also composed by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So please repeat after me one by one line by each line. Okay. Nityananda Avadhutendur
Nityananda Avadhutenga
Vasudha Pranavallabha
वसुधा
वसुधा
प्राणवल्लभा
प्राणवल्लभा
जाह्नवी जीवितापतिः
जाह्नवी जीवितापति
कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदा प्रभु
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
प्रेम
प्रेमा
प्रदा
प्रदा
प्रभु
प्रभु
पद्मावती सुता श्रीमान्
पद्मावती
पद्मावती
सुत
सुताश्रेमा
श्रीमान्
सचिनन्दन पूर्वजा
सचिनन्दन
सचिनंदन
पूर्वजा
भावोन्मत्तो जगद्रता
भावन्मत्तो
भावोत्पत्तो जगत्रता
जगत्सुता
रक्तगौरा कलेवरा
रक्तगौरा कलेवर
चंद्रवाल प्रभु ट्रांसलेशन चंद्रन प्रभु
Hare Krishna. Nityananda, he who embodies eternal bliss. Avadhutendu, the moon of divine madman. Vasudha Pranavallabha, the beloved of the life breath of Vasudha. Jahnavi Jivitapati, the eternal divine husband of Srimati Jahnavi Devi and the maintainer and sustainer of your life and soul. Krishna Prema Prada, he who bestows ecstatic love for Krishna. Prabhu, the Lord and Master of the devotee. That person who receives these 12 auspicious by holy names of the moonlight, Nityananda Chandra, every day upon arising in the morning. Hare Krishna. Padmavati is the dear son of Padmavati, Sriman, he of splendorous transcendental majesty. Sachinandana Purvaja, the older brother of Mother Sachi's son. Bhavan Mata, he who is maddened in overwhelming ecstatic emotions. Jagat Ratha, the savior of the universe. Rakta Gaura Kalevara, he who complexion is golden tinged with red. Such a person becomes free from all difficulties and attains all their most cherished desires. Very soon they become the object of the Lord Chaitanya Deva's mercy. Hare Krishna.
जय लॉर्ड चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय लॉर्ड
Jai
नित्यानंद
Jai.
प्रभु की जय
जय
चैतन्य चरितामृतम की जय
जय
so we'll continue where we stopped yesterday so let me open and Raju Prabhu please ready
I'll open Prabhuji. I'll open.
okay na
ఒక్క నిమిషం
okay అక్కడనే చదువుతానులేండి అయితే మీకు ఇస్తా యాక్సెస్
ఓకే ఆ సెక్షన్ అయిపోయింది ప్రభుజీ ఇప్పుడు ఇంకో సెక్షన్
రెండు ఉన్నాయి కనెక్షన్స్ ఇక్కడ రాజు ఉంది శిరీష ఉంది దేనికి ఇవ్వాలి హోస్ట్ ఆల్రెడీ రాజు
రాజు ప్రభుజీ శిరీష ఉంది
ఓకే రాజు ఓకే కింగ్ ఆఫ్ డివోషన్ ఓకే నైస్ మొత్తం పూజారి అయిపోయారు మొత్తం బ్రహ్మాండమైన పూజారి అయిపోయారు కదా పూజారి డ్రెస్ల ఫోటోలు
మార్నింగ్ అట్లనే చేస్తున్నా ప్రభుజీ అంటే వితౌట్
మంచిగా చేయండి నైస్ సో ఇది 165 ఉందా
5:30 ప్రభుజీ డైలీ 5:30కి ఫిక్స్ పెట్టుకున్నాము
గుడ్ జాబ్ 165 నుంచి ఏనా చదివేది
yes ప్రభుజీ 165
okay 165 to 185 section this section containing 21 verses Varanasi's residents are transformed and Lord Chaitanya's departs 165 to 172 those set of verses Lord Chaitanya's pleasure upon seeing the transformation of the people of Varanasi and 173 to 185 Lord Chaitanya's departure and instructions to Sanatana Goswami okay and yeah we'll read this much only today yes Prabhuji, thank you reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 25.165 Sabakasi Vasikare Nama Sankirtana Prema Hasa Kande Gaya Karaye Nartana Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All the inhabitants of Kasi, Varanasi began chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in ecstatic love. Sometimes they laughed, sometimes they cried, sometimes they chanted, and sometimes they danced. Text 166. Sannyasi Pandita Kare Bhagavata Vichara Varanasi Pura Prabhu Karila Nistara. After this, all the Mayavadi sannyasis and learned scholars at Varanasi began discussing Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered them Prema Pumartha okay. Text 167. Nijalo Kalana Prabhu Haila Vasa Ghara Varanasi Haila Dvitiya Nadiya Nagara. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then returned to his residence with his personal associates. Thus, he turned the whole city of Varanasi into another Navadvipa, Nadiya Nagara. Purport. Hmm. Both Navadvipa and Varanasi were celebrated for their highly educated activities. At the present time, these cities are still inhabited by great learned scholars, but Varanasi is especially center for Mayava sannyasis who are learned scholars. However, unlike Navadvipa, there are hardly any devotees in Varanasi. Consequently, a discussion of Srimad Bhagavatam was very rare in Varanasi. In Navadvipa, such a discussion was quite ordinary. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited Varanasi and turned Prakashananda Saraswati and his disciples into Vaishnavas, Varanasi became like Navadvipa because so many devotees began discussing Srimad Bhagavatam. Even at the present moment, one can hear many discussions on Srimad Bhagavatam taking place on the banks of the Ganges. Many scholars and sannyasis gather there to hear Srimad Bhagavatam and perform Sankirtana. Text 168. Nijaga nalana Prabhu kahe hasyakari kasite ami ailana vechite bhavakali. Among his own associates, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu laughingly said, I came here to sell my emotional ecstatic love. I came here to sell my emotional ecstatic love. This is the last 5 under the okay last. Thank you so much. Text 168, 169. काशीते ग्राहका नाही वस्तु न विखाया पुनरपि देशे वही लाओया nahi आया. Although I came to Varanasi to sell my goods, there were no customers, and it appeared necessary for me to carry them back to my own country. Hare Krishna.
Good gentle. Last 170 అంటే ఈ 55 ఉన్నట్టు ఉంటుంది.
আমি আমি ভোজা ওয়াহিমু তোমা সাবারা দুঃখা হাইলা তোমা sabara ichaya vina mulye belaila. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. All of you were feeling unhappy that no one was purchasing my goods and that I would have to carry them away. Therefore, by your will only, I have distributed them without charging. Purport. When we began distributing the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Western countries, a similar thing happened. In the beginning, we were very much disappointed for at least 1 year because no one came forth to help this movement. But by the grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, some young boys joined in this movement in 1966. That too, New York City. Of course, we distributed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra without bargaining or selling. As a result, this movement has spread all over the world with the assistance of European and American boys and girls. We therefore pray for all the blessings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu upon all the devotees in the Western world who are spreading this movement. So this is the eternal, right? Srila Prabhupada instructions, Srila Prabhupada purports, all the material, all the subject matter is eternal. So these blessings is always there, no? We therefore pray for, that's where, right? Vaishnavas means pray for each other, help each other, support each other, love each other, serve each other. We therefore pray for all the blessings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu upon all the devotees in the Western world who are spreading this movement. So Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Namo Mahavadanyaya, right? So ఒక వరుస గుర్తొస్తుంది ప్రభు అది ఒకటి చెప్తాను దెన్ వీ కెన్ కంటిన్యూ ప్రేమాపమార్తమాన్ ఫుల్ ఫ్లెడ్జెడ్ ఒకటి ఉంటుందండి ఓకే CC Adi 1.9. 1 second. CC Adi .90. Recently, this Maharaj came, Bhakti Saurav Pracharak Maharaj. That is CC Madhya 1953. Is that one? Not this one. That full verse will anyway. I will find out and share here in the group. Okay, you all continue, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Dandavat
Okay, thank
Pranam.
you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Prasad Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna. Okay. सबे कहे लोक तेरे तुम्हारा अवतारा पूर्व दक्षिणा पश्चिम नापासी छिमा कैला कैला निशितारा कैली निशितारा. Translation by His Evangelist Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All the Lord's devotees then said, "You have incarnated to deliver fallen souls. You have delivered them in the east and in the south, and now you are delivering them in the west." Hare Krishna. एका वाराणसी चीला तो माते वैमुक्ता ताहा ताहा निस्त्राया कैला आमा sabira suka. Translation. Only Varanasi was left because the people there were against your missionary activities. Now you have delivered them, and we are all very happy. Very good. Varanasi grame yadi कोलाहलाहा कोलाहली हाइला सुनी ग्रामी देसी लोका आइस्ते लगीला. Translation. All the news of these events was broadcast. Everyone from the surrounding of neighborhoods began to pour into Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna. लक्षा कोटि लोका ऐसे नहीं का गाना संकीर्तन स्तेने प्रभुरा ना पाया दर्शना. Translation. Hundreds of thousands of people came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There was no counting the number. Because the Lord's distance was very small, not everyone could see him. प्रभु ये विष्णने याना विश्वेश्वर दर्शने दुई दिके लोके करे प्रभु वेलके ने. Translation. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to take his bath in the Ganges and to see the temple of Vishweshwara, people would line up on both sides to see the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much.
Chandana Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
Hare Krishna.
बाहुतुली प्रभु कहे बाला कृष्ण हरि दंडवत करे लोके हरि ध्वनि करी. Translation by S. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed by the people, he would raise his arms and say, "Please chant Krishna, please chant Hari." All the people received him by chanting Hare Krishna, and then offered their respects to him by this chanting. हे माता दीन पंचलोक निस्तारिय आराधना जाइला प्रभु उद्विग्न हाना. Translation by S. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In this way, for 5 days, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered the people of Varanasi. Finally, on the next day, he became very eager to live. रात्रे उदी प्रभु यादि करिला गमना बाजे लागी लीला तबे भक्ता पंचजना. Translation by S. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. After raising very early on the sixth day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started to live, and five devotees began to follow him. Tapana Mishra Raghunatha Maharashtra Brahmana Chandrasekhara Kirtaniya Paramananda Panchajana. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. These five devotees were Tapana Mishra, Raghunatha, the Maharashtrian Brahmana, Chandrasekhara, and Paramananda Kirtaniya. Good Salmanta Prabhu. Okay. Sabe chahe Prabhu sange nila chala yate sabare vidya dila Prabhu yatana sahike. Translation by S. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. These five wanted to accompany Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Jagannath Puri, but the Lord attentively bade them farewell.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Madhya Mataji, Hare Krishna. You're able to read, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat.
Mataji, yeah, read Mataji, 5 verses.
Yeah. Yandra icha pache aisha amara dekite eve ami ekayamu jari kanda pate. Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, if you want to see me, you may come later. But for the time being, I shall go alone through the Jharkhanda forest. सनातने कहिला तुमी यहाँ वृंदावन तुम्हारा दुई बाई ताता कारियाचे गमना. Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised Sanatana Goswami to proceed toward Vrindavana, and he informed him that his two brothers had already gone there. Kanta Karangiya Mura Kangala Bhakta Gana Vrindavane Aile Tandera Kariha Balana. Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Goswami, all my devotees who go to Vrindavana are generally very poor. They each have nothing with them but a torn quilt and a small water pot. Therefore, Sanatana, you should give them shelter and maintain them. Purport. Following in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have constructed temples in both Vrindavana and Mayapur, Navadvipa, just to give shelter to the foreign devotees coming from Europe and America. Since the Hare Krishna movement started, many Europeans and Americans have been visiting Vrindavana, but they haven't been properly received by any ashrama or temple there. It's the purpose of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness to give them shelter and train them in devotional service. There are also many tourists eager to come to India to understand India's spiritual life, and the devotees in our temples, both in Vrindavana and in Navadvipa, should make arrangements to accommodate them as far as possible. एताबली चलीला प्रभु सभा आलिंगिया सभे पंडिता तथा उचिता हाना. Translation. After saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced them all and began to proceed on his way. And they all fainted and fell down. कथाक्षणे उति सबे दुखे गारे आईला सनातना गोसानी वृंदावने रचलीला. Translation. After some time, all the devotees got up and returned to their homes, very much grief-stricken. Sanatana Goswami proceeded toward Vrindavan alone.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, we have completed this section. Varanasi residents are transformed and Lord Chaitanya departs. So Lord Chaitanya's departure and instructions to the Sanatana. So now this section 186 to 221. The life and character of Subudhi Raya and the activities of Rupa and Sanatana. 186 to 213. Subudhi Raya's conversion to Islam Subudhiraya conversion to Islam is travel to Vrindavana and service to Vaishnavas, Rupa and Sanatana. 214 to 221 activities of Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. So we are now in this section 186 to 213. How much avutava?
Hare Krishna. Krishna Prabhupada Dandavatnam. Eta Rupa Gosani Abe Madhuraila Dhruva Gate Tandre Subuddhi Raya Milila. Translation perfect. Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. When Rupa Goswami reached Mathura, he met Subuddhi Raya on the banks of the Yamuna at a place called Dhruvagata. Purveya be Subuddhi Raya Chila Gunde Adhikari Husena Khan Sai Yada Kare Tahara Chakari. Translation. Formerly, Subuddhi Raya had been a big landholder in Gauda Desha, Bengal. Sai Yada Hussain Khan was then a servant of Subuddhi Raya. Dikhi ko daite tare munshi pakaila chaidra pana raya tare chabuka marila. Translation. Subuddhi Raya put Hussain Khan in charge of digging a big lake, but once finding fault with him, he struck him with a whip. Pacheya be Hussain Khan Gode Raja Haila Subuddhi Raya re Tinho Baho Bandaila. Translation. Later Hussain Khan somehow or other was appointed Nawab by the central Muslim government. As a matter of obligation, he increased the opulence of Subuddhi Raya. Tarasti Tara Ange Deke Mara Nera Chini Subuddhi Raya re Marite Kahe Rajasthani. Translation. Later, when the wife of Nawab Sayyida Hussain Khan saw the whip marks on his body, she requested him to kill Subuddhi Raya.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. 191, the text number 191. Raja kahe amara posta raya haya pita tahare marimu ami bala nahe kata. Translation. Hussain Khan replied, Subudhiraya has maintained me very carefully. He was just like a father to me, he said. Now you are asking me to kill him. This is not a very good proposal. 192. Sri kahe jati laya yadi prane na mari be raja kahe jati nile inho nahi jibe. Translation. The last alternative, the wife suggested that Nawab take away Subudhiraya's caste and turn him to Muslim. But Hussain Khan replied that if he did this, Subudhiraya would not live. Sri Marite cha Raja Sankate Padila Karo Yara Pani Tara Muke Deho Yaila. Translation. This became a perplexing problem for him because his wife kept requesting to kill him Subudhiraya. Finally, the Nawab sprinkled a little water on Subudhiraya's head from a feature that he had been used by the Muslim. But 500 years ago in India, the Hindus were so rigid and strict that if a Muslim would sprinkle a little water from his pitcher upon Hindu, the Hindu would be immediately ostracized. Recently, in 1947, during the partition days, there was a big riot between the Hindus and Muslims, especially in Bengal. The Hindus were forcibly made into eat cow flesh, and consequently, they began crying, thinking that they had become Muslims. Actually, the Muslims in India did not come from the country of Muslims, but Hindus instituted the custom that somehow or other, if one contact, contacted a Muslim, he became a Muslim. Rupa and Sanatana Goswami were born in a Brahmana family, but because they accepted employment under the Muslim government, they were considered Muslim. Subudhiraya was sprinkled with water from a pitcher of a Muslim, and consequently he was considered to have become Muslim. Later, Aurangzeb, the Muslim emperor, introduced a tax especially meant for Hindus. Being oppressed in the Hindu community, many low-caste Hindus prefer to become Muslim. In this way, Muslim population increased. Later, British government made it the policy divide the Hindus and Muslim, and there is a maintained ill feelings between them. The result of India was divided into Pakistan and Hinduism. From early histories, it appeared that the entire earth was under the one culture, Vedic culture. But gradually, due to the religious culture division, the rule fragmented into many subdivisions. Now, earth is divided into many countries, religions, political parties. Despite these political and religion divisions, we advocate that everyone should unite again under the one culture, Krishna consciousness. People should accept the God, one God, Krishna, one scripture, Bhagavad Gita, one activity, devotional service to the Lord. Thus, the people may live happily upon this earth and combine to produce a sufficient food. In such society, there would be no question of scarcity, feminine, or culture, religious degradation. So-called caste system or national divisions are artificial. According to our Vaishnava philosophy, these are the external bodily designation. The Krishna conscious movement is not based on the bodily designation. It's a transcendental movement on a platform of spiritual understanding. If the people of the world understood that the basic principle of a life spiritual identification, they would understand that business of a spirit soul is to serve the Supreme Spirit Krishna. As the Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 15.7, Mamai Vamsho Jivaloke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmented parts. All living entities in different life forms are sons of Krishna. Therefore, they are all meant to serve Krishna, the original Supreme Father. If this philosophy is accepted, the failure of the United Nations to unite all nations will be sufficiently compensated all over the world by great Krishna consciousness movement. Recently, we had talks with Christian leaders in Australia, including Catholic Bishop of Melbourne, and everyone was pleased with our philosophy of oneness in religious consciousness. Hare Krishna, purport. CC Madhya 25.194. Tabe Subuddhi Raya Sehi Chadma Pana Varanasi Aila Saba Vishaya Chadiya. I'll read last one. Translation: taking the Nawab sprinkling water upon his opportunity, Subudhiraya left his family and business affairs and he went to Varanasi. Purport: it appears to the Subudhiraya was a big landholder and he is a responsible, respectable gentleman. He could not, however, avoid a social misconception of that becomes a Muslim when water is sprinkled on one's face from a Muslim preacher. Actually, he was planning to give up his material life and leave his family. Hindu culture recommends 4 divisions: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. Subudhiraya was thinking of taking sannyasa, and by the grace of Krishna, he received the opportunity. He therefore left his family and went to Varanasi. And the system of Varnashrama Dharma was very scientific. If one is directed by the Varnashrama institution, he will naturally think of retiring from family life and at the end of his life. Therefore, sannyasa is compulsory at the age of 50. At the age of 50, sannyasa. Hare Krishna. Lalit Mohan Prabhuji, at the age
Yes,
of
Prabhu.
50, Varnashrama Dharma, right, Prabhuji? They mentioned, therefore, sannyasa is compulsory at the age of 50 and Chiparikara.
Depending upon the time, place, circumstance, Prabhuji.
Okay.
ఇప్పుడైతే 60 కూడా అవ్వదు. ఇది వరకు 45 to 60 ఏంటంటే ఇది చేయమనేవారు అనమాట. ఏంటి వానప్రస్థ చేయమనేవారు. వానప్రస్థ చేసి తర్వాత స్లోగా సన్యాసంలోకి వెళ్ళిపోమనేవారు. అది బెంగాల్ అంటే అప్పుడున్న టైంలో చాలా స్ట్రిక్ట్ ప్రభు. యాక్చువల్లీ ఇది 15th century 1532 ఆ టైంలో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు వీళ్ళంతా. 1512 1510 ఆ టైంలో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు ఇది జరిగేది. చాలా స్ట్రిక్ట్ గా ఉండేది. సో అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే 50కే వెళ్ళిపోమనేవాళ్ళు.
చదువుతారా ప్రభుజీ? అవైలబుల్
అందరిది అయిపోయింది ప్రభుజీ. అందరిది అయిపోయింది.
వాణి మాతాజీ ఉన్నారు. లెట్ మీ చెక్ ప్రభుజీ వన్స్. వాణి మాతాజీ. ఆలోక్ ప్రభుజీ.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you for joining, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
You want to read, Prabhuji?
I'm just listening, Prabhu, for today.
Yeah, sure, Prabhu. Lalit Mohan Prabhuji, you can do. Vani Mataji, Hare Krishna. You're able to read?
Prabhuji, I won't be able to read, Prabhuji. I'll be in hearing mode.
Okay, Mataji.
Thank you.
Lalit Mohan Prabhuji, you can continue, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes. प्रायश्चित पूछिल तिन्हो पंडितेर गणे तांड्रा कहे तप्त गृहता खाना chada prane. Translation: When Subhudraya consulted the learned Brahmanas at Varanasi, asking them how his conversion to Islam could be counteracted, they advised him to drink hot ghee and give up his life. Janal, people were also like that only, Prabhuji. They're very, very strict that all the OBCs and all, they have converted to Islam.
Prabhuji,
see, the system was so strong then. The Hindu community, the culture, it was so strong. I mean to say, it has become fanatic that the lower class people, instead of paying jizya tax to Muslim governors, they converted to the Muslims, okay, so that they need not pay their taxes and
taxes. Okay. In the 1500 అప్పుడు ఔరంగజేబు ఉండడా ప్రభుజీ? అప్పుడు 1700 లో ఉండే కదా ఔరంగజేబు. అప్పుడు మొఘల్స్ ఉండే కదా ప్రభుజీ 1500 లో ఫస్ట్.
No. See, these Mughals, they started in 1565. 1526. Babar is 26, right? Okay. This is 1512 and all. But before that, the slave dynasties were there, na? Slave dynasties means they were slaves of the original kings of Ghazni. Okay. Ghaznis came initially, Prabhu, 12th century. So Ghaznis slaves, these people are. So Lodi dynasty and all the other dynasties which were ruling there. Ibrahim. So all other dynasties were.
Ibrahim Lodi, Babar first fight with Ibrahim only, Prabhu. Babar first Ibrahim Lodi ne odinchadu first.
Yeah. So this Ibrahim Lodi and before them, Sher Shah Suri, all these people, they were slaves actually. They were slaves to whom? The kings. Khilji, all these dynasties, they were the slaves. Earlier the slaves, system of slaves were there in Central Asia and Turkestan, Prabhu. Turkestan means present day central independent states from Russia. Okay. Like Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and all these places.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah. Kazakhstan, all these places, there were slave trade, which was happening. And even in the Europe also. Okay. If I defeated you, I can take booty and slaves from your place. That was a norm at that time in the society. That bad was the situation there. So when Ghori and Ghazni, they came to India, especially when Muhammad of Ghazni, he came to India, he bought his slaves also. And one such slave killed the king and he became the king.
Which year,
Okay.
Prabhuji? This is all 1200, 12th century.
1200, 1230, 1250 around. Okay. And I'm not remembering that king who that slave who became a king. Okay.
Okay.
So then for 200 or 300 years, this slave dynasty ruled India. Na? Bahanisa means slaves. They ruled India, Prabhu, for 300 years. That was the condition. Not whole India. It was a northern Gangetic plains. Okay, they ruled India. They ruled that place. But that was the
including
most...
South. Including South.
Huh?
Including
No,
South
no,
India.
no. In South, the system was different, Prabhu. The Bahmanis came. Okay, the Bahmanis and the Deccans. So these the South Indian kings, the Muslim kings at that point of time were actually the Samantarajal antam kada. They were small kings. They are not the emperors actually. Okay, but they pledged their allegiance to whom? Again, the Delhi Sultanates. So we call the Sultan. Na? Sultan is generally they are the slave kingdoms. Okay, they are slaves of the Afghan people. And who is this Afghan? Ghazni. So the slaves of Ghazni of Afghan tribe actually ruled India, and these people were Turkish origin. Central Fargana Valley. No. Turkey, Prabhu, at that point of time is for Christians. 12th century and 13th century it was Christian. Okay. Later it became Muslim. The people from the Central Asia, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, all these places, they transferred to Afghanistan and India. And they had a slave kingdom here. And they also transferred to towards the west, the so-called Turkey right now. They got shifted there also, and they converted all the Christians there, the Byzantine Christians, to Muslims. So actually, the problem is why I am saying all these things is in our culture, in Hindu culture, at that point of time is very, very strict and rigid that people started converting. So, Prabhu, whoever suffers economically, they will convert, Prabhu. That was the norm, not now. For centuries and for generations, it was like that only.
Yeah, now also they are doing same thing about conversion.
Yeah, now it's a Christian conversions right now. Okay.
Christian conversion.
Whenever you are rigid with your philosophy, and whenever you don't have economical backing, conversions will happen. That's it. Simple.
Thank you for sharing. You can continue, Prabhuji.
Kehata he eina he alpa dosha haya shuniya rahilaya raya kariya samshaya. Translation. Prabhu, can you please make it to 170, Prabhu? Yeah, thank you. Translation. When Subudhiraya consulted some other Brahmanas, they told him that he had not committed a grievous fault and that consequently he should not drink hot ghee and give up his life. As a result, Subudhiraya was doubtful about what to do. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This is another instances of Hindu custom. One Brahmana would give advice condoning a particular fault, and another would give advice to the contrary. Typically, lawyers and physicians differ, giving one kind of instruction and then another. Due to the Brahmana's different opinions, Subudhiraya became further perplexed. He did not know what to do or what not to do. तबे आदि महाप्रभु वाराणसी आइला तांड्रे मिली राया आपन वृत्तांता काहिला. Translation. In his state of perplexity, Subudhraya met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when the Lord was at Varanasi. Subudhraya explained his position and asked Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu what he should do. Prabhu, I think I have done with 5, Prabhu.
Continue, 12 words chanting.
Yeah. प्रभु कहे इहान है थे यहाँ वृंदावन निरंतर कर कृष्ण नाम संकीर्तन. You know what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying? The Lord advised him, go to Vrindavan and chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra constantly. Hari Bol, purport by his
To
divine
whom
grace.
Prabhuji Sanatana Goswami, right? He is instructing to Sanatana Goswami.
No. He's Subudhiraya.
Subudhiraya.
Subudhiraya is different. Yeah.
No. This instruction is to Subudhiraya. Okay. Yeah. We read about
So actually,
Subudhiraya
society condemned Subudhiraya, na, to either die up, give up your life, or get away from this place. So he went to Varanasi and he asked our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu what to do. Mahaprabhu told her, go to Vrindavan and do chanting. That's it. Nothing more than that.
Yeah.
Purport. This is a solution to all sinful activities. In this age of Kali, everyone is perplexed by so many inconveniences, social, political, religious, and naturally no one is happy. Due to the contamination of this age, everyone has a very short life. There are many fools and rascals who advise people to adapt this way of life or that way of life. But a real liberation from life's perplexities means preparation for the next life. Hari Bol. This is important, Prabhuji. Real liberation from life's perplexities means preparation for the next life. तथा देहांतर प्राप्तिर धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति. One should be situated in his spiritual identity. Yeah. Done, Prabhu? One should be situated in his spiritual identity and return home back to Godhead. The simplest method for this is recommended herein by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We should constantly chant the holy names of the Lord, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, following in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Krishna consciousness movement is recommending this process all over the world. We are saying chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, be freed from all complexities of life and realize Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Engage in his devotional service and perfect your life so that you can return home back to Godhead. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah. Prasad Prabhuji, చదవండి Prabhuji ఒకటి. Hare Krishna Prasad Prabhuji. We stop at 200.
ప్రభుజీ చెప్పండి.
ఒకటి చదవండి Prabhuji. ఇది చదవండి.
एका नामा भाषे तोमारा पापा दोषा यावे आरा नामा लाइते कृष्ण चरणा पापी पायपे. Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further advised, Subudhraya, begin chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and when your chanting is almost pure, all your sinful reactions will go away. After you chant perfectly, you will get shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. Purport. The 10 kinds of offenses should be considered. In the beginning, when one is initiated into the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, there are naturally many offenses. Therefore, the devotee should very carefully try to avoid these offenses and chant properly, purely. This does not mean that the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is sometimes pure and sometimes impure. Rather, the chanter is impure due to material contamination. He has to purify himself so that the holy name will be perfectly effective. Chanting the holy name of the Lord
inoffensively will help one get immediate shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. This means that by chanting purely, one will be immediately be situated on the transcendental platform. We should note, however, that according to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction, one should not wait to purify himself before chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Whatever our condition may be, we should begin chanting immediately. By the power of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we will gradually be relieved from all material contamination and will get the shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, the ultimate goal of life. Hare Krishna. Wonderful.
ప్రభుజీ చదువుతారా ప్రభుజీ?
చెప్తాను.
చదవండి.
హరే కృష్ణ.
చదవండి.
హరే కృష్ణ నామాలైతే కృష్ణ స్థానే స్థితి మహాపాతకే రే హయ ఏ ప్రాయచితి. Translation by His Divine Grace Yesu Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. When you are situated at the lotus feet of Krishna, no sinful reaction can touch you. This is the best solution to all sinful activity. Panajnaraya Vrindavanera Chalila Prayaga Ayodhya Diya Naimasharanya Aila. Translation and purport by Yesu Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thus receiving the order from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to go to Vrindavana, Subuddhi Raya left Varanasi and went through Prayaga, Ayodhya and Naimisharanya toward Vrindavana. Kataka Devasaraya Naimisharanya Rahila Prabhu Vrindavana Haite Prayaga Ela. Translation by Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Subuddhi Raya stayed for some time at Naimisharanya. During that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Prayaga after visiting Vrindavana.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Madhya Mataji, చదువుతారా? Hare Krishna.
I can read, Prabhu.
Yeah, చదవండి Prabhuji.
Okay. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 25.203. Mathura Asiya Rai Prabhu Varta Paila Prabhura Lagana Pana Mane Bada Dukha Haila. After reaching Mathura, Subudhi Rai received information of the Lord's itinerary. He became very unhappy because he was not able to contact the Lord. Hare Krishna.
చదవండి Prabhuji.
Okay.
Reading first time.
Susk Kastha Aniraya Rai Veche Mathurate Panch Chay Paisa Haya Eka Bojate. Subudhi Raya could collect dry wood in the forest and take it to the city of Mathura to sell. For each load, he would receive 5 or 6 paise.
Drive collect firewood in the forest and take to the city Mathura to sell. Okay. Yeah, please continue.
आपने रहे एक पैसा चाना छाबिया आर पैसा बानिया स्थाने राखे न धरिया. Earning his livelihood by selling dry wood, Subudhi Rai would live on only 1 paisa's worth of fried chicken peas, and he would deposit whatever other paisa he had with some merchant. Purport. In those days, there was no banking system like the one now found in Western countries. If one had excess money, he would deposit it with some merchant, usually a grocer. That was the banking system. Subudhi Rai would deposit his extra money with a mercantile man and spend it when necessary. When one is in the renounced order, saving money is not recommended. However, if one saves money for the service of the Lord or a Vaishnav, that is accepted. These are the dealings of Subudhiraj, who is one of the confidential devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Rupa Goswami also followed this principle by spending 50% of his money in order to serve Krishna through Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. He gave 25% of his money to relatives and 25% he deposited in the custody of a merchant. These are the approved methods recommended in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Whether in the renounced order or in the Grihastha order, a Vaishnava should follow these principles set forth by the previous acharyas.
Thank you, Prabhuji. We'll stop
Hare
here.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. One minute, Prabhuji. 205 completed. Hare
Can
Krishna.
you please add me to the group, Prabhuji?
Yes, yes, definitely, Prabhuji. Yeah, Prabhuji, I need your number, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Can you ping your number, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
I messaged Prabhuji in the group.
You, yeah, just today morning I sent the that invitation, Prabhuji, to join. That is my number actually.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Every
okay.
day this now. Yeah, listen.
Yeah. No, I picked in this Zoom meeting. So, okay, I'll message you there.
Yeah, please bring in. Okay, no problem, Prabhuji. I'll take from here. One minute, Prabhuji. Send my face. It's 91965 2300. Please join regularly, Prabhuji, if possible for you.
Sure. I will try, Prabhu. I will do
we
my
read,
best.
we read Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam and Prabhupada Leelamrita also. We completed Bhagavad Gita.
Okay. So from 8 to 9 daily, Prabhu, or how is it?
Daily, Monday to Friday, Prabhuji.
8 to 9, right?
Yeah, Monday to Friday, excluding Ekadashi.
Right, okay.
Lalitman Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, I have shared the screen, Prabhuji.
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
Actually, we'll read around 40-45 minutes reading class, Prabhuji. After that, 10 to 15 minutes, we'll recite sloka also. It's based on your convenience.
That's very, that's very good, Prabhu.
Yeah, Lalitman Prabhuji, please continue. Just sharing my screen.
Yes, Prabhu. So, Prabhuji, as yesterday, as I explained, so the settings of this shloka, it's very sober. Okay. Now, at this point of time, Krishna is leaving Vrindavan, and all the Vraja ladies, gopis, Vraj gopis, they came onto the highway where the Krishna is going towards Mathura, and they stopped the chariot of Krishna. Okay. Akrura was taking on his chariot towards Mathura of these two brothers, and they came to know and they stopped him in between the highway. Okay. And they are pleading and they are very completely distraught. And in which way they are pleading? Helplessly. Govinda, Damodara, Madhavi. Oh Govinda, oh Damodara, oh Madhava, please stay here. That's the request. Okay. So the shloka goes like this. Before that, I'll just tell you the meaning of the shloka. Then we can go with the recitation of the shloka. Okay. Evam Bruvana. Evam means actually thus speaking. Bruvam means to speak. Okay. They are speaking thus. How? in viraha, in the mood of viraha, okay, completely separation. Bhrisham, thoroughly separated. Who are speaking this? Vrajastriya. Krishna Vishakta Manasaha. Krishna Vishakta Manasaha means, okay, their mind is completely attached to Krishna and they don't want to do anything other than that, other than their mind being attached to Krishna. Visrijya Lajjam, this is very, very important. Huh? See, the Dwarka Vasis and all, and the Mathura Vasis, na, they can only give their mind personally, or their Siggo and Lajja personally. They can give their shame personally. Like we have studied in the Shrutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara. Okay, what did she do? She gave the love letter to a Brahmana and directly made him read to Krishna directly. Okay, no other in between. But the love of gopis is so much that these people are very open. Even if public thinks us that we are very fallen, let it be. But our love to Krishna is like this. This is what I can do. This is what we can do. Okay. Visrijya lajjam, completely giving away that lajja. Rurudhusma suswaram. Rurudhu means shouting loudly. Suswaram, but in a very, what is a loud way. Rurudhusma suswaram. They are wailing actually. Rurudhu means it's wailing. Completely distraught. With a distraught, they are crying. Okay. Suswaram. With a very loud noise, what they are saying? Oh Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, please don't go. Okay. This is what they are telling. Understood, na? Evam Bruvana, thus speaking. Evam Bruvana means thus speaking. Viraha Tura Bhrisham. Viraha means with complete separation, with the feeling of separation. Brajastriya, who are doing this? Brajastriya is doing this. To whom? Krishna. Vishakta Manasa, completely attached to Krishna. Their mind is completely attracted to Krishna. Visrijya Lajjam. If your mind is completely attached to Krishna, what will you do? You will lose your Lajja. Okay. No, we will say in Telugu, Siggu Lajja. Okay. That is completely gone. Rurudusma Suswaram. Crying loudly. What they are crying loudly? Govinda Damodara Madhaviti. Okay. This is what they are crying. Now everyone understood now that brief. Okay. No need to remember by heart this, but then you can understand now what is the background of this shloka. You know, what is the setting of this shloka. So this will be sung very gravely. Okay. So please repeat this after me. Evam Bruvana Viraha Turabhrisham. Please repeat. All of you.
Evam Bruvana Virahatura Vrisham.
Okay. Evam Bruvana Viraha Turabhrisham.
Evam Bruvana Virahatura Vrisham.
Evam Bruvana Viraha Turabhrisham.
Evam Bruvana Virahatura Vrisham.
One more time we will do. Evam Bruvana Viraha Turabhrisham.
Evam Bruvana Virahatura Vrisham.
Vrajastriya Krishna Vishakta Manasa.
Rajastriya Krishna Vishakta Manasa.
Vrajastriya Krishna Vishakta Manasa.
Vrajastriya Krishna Vishakta Manasa.
Vrajastriya Krishna Vishakta Manasa.
Vrajastriya Krishna Vishakta Manasa.
Visrujya Lajjam Rurudhusma Suswaram.
Visrajya Lajjam, Rurudhu Usma Susuram.
Repeat this word after me. Rurudhusma.
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 Okay. Visrijjalajam rurudhusma suswaram.
Visrijjalajam rurudhusma suswaram.
Visrijjalajam rurudhusma suswaram.
Visrijjalajam rurudhusma suswaram.
Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Govinda
Madhaveti.
Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Now 2 lines together. Okay. Evam Bhruvana Virahaturabhrisham Vrajastriya Krishna Vishaktamanasa.
Evam Bruvana Virahaturabhrisham Vrajastriya Krishna Visakta Manasa.
Evam Bhruvana Virahaturabhrisham Vrajastriya Krishna Vishaktamanasa.
Evam Bruvana Virahaturabhrisham Vrajastriya Krishna Visakta Manasa.
Evam Bhruvana Virahaturabhrisham Vrajastriya Krishna Vishaktamanasa.
Evam Bruvana Virahaturabhrisham Vrajastriya Krishna Visaktamanasa.
Visrijjalajam rurudhusma suswaram Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Visrijjalajam
Rurudhusmaruparam Govinda Damodara
Madhaveti.
Visrijjalajam rurudhusma suswaram Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Visrijjalajam
Rurudhusmaruparam Govinda Damodara
Madhaveti.
Visrijjalajam rurudhusma suswaram Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Visrijjalajam
Rurudhusmaruparam Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Now all the 4 lines together now. ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళాడు? Now all the 4 lines together now. Okay. Evam Bruvana Virahaturabhrisham Vrajastriya Krishna Vishaktamanasa. Visrijjalajam rurudhusma suswaram Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Evam Bruvana Rajastriya Krishna Visaktamanasa. Visrijjalajam rurudhusma suswaram
Damodara
Damodara Madhaveti.
Evam Bruvana Virahaturabhrisham Vrajastriya Krishna Vishaktamanasa. विषक्तमानसा विसृज्य लज्जां रुरुधु स्म सुस्वरं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति।
एवं ब्रुवाना विरहातुरप्रिया
कृष्ण
स्त्रिया कृष्ण विस्वक्तमानसा विसृज्य लज्जां रुरुदु स्वरं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति।
एवं ब्रुवाणा विरहातुराभृशं व्रजस्त्रिय कृष्ण विषक्तमानसा विसृज्य लज्जां रुरुदु स्म सुस्वरं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति।
एवं ब्रुवाना विरहातुरभृशं रजस्त्रिया कृष्ण विषक्तमानसा विसृज्य लज्जां रुरुदु स्वरं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति।
So you have 52 slokas to sing in this tune. Okay, like Govinda Damodar Ashtakam. Not Ashtakam, it is 52 slokas this thing. Okay.
Prabhuji, but we are learning this, huh?
No, we are not learning all those things. We will just do 1 or 2 slokas which are very famous in that Govinda Damodar Ashtakam. But this one is from Srimad Bhagavatam Mataji, that's why we are doing it. Okay. Inspired from this one shloka, Bilomangal Thakur has composed the whole 52 slokas. Okay. In what conditions the devotees were in and how Krishna saved them. All that Govinda Damodar, this thing is like how Krishna saved his devotees, or how devotees actually remembered Krishna. That Govinda Damodar Ashtakam is all about that.
This Bhagavatam nunchi unnai meetavanta Bilvamangal Thakur.
From Bhagavatam there is only one shloka which says Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. But inspired from this one shloka, or Bilomangal Thakur, he composed 52 slokas. Okay.
Got it.
We do it because it is in Bhagavatam.
Okay.
Bilomangal Thakur's shloka, that Govinda Damodar Ashtakam. From that we will do 2 more slokas. Okay, so that we will be accustomed with the tune. So it's already 9:30, right? It's 9:28. So shall we practice tomorrow? Individual practice we will do it tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, we will conclude it here, today's call. Raju Prabhu.
Prabhuji, నేను చేసేసాను లేకపోవచ్చు నేను నాకు back to back ఉంది continuous గా. Should I do it, Prabhuji, now?
Do it, Madhu. Yeah, you do it.
एवं ब्रुवाणां विरहातुराभृशं व्रजस्त्रिय कृष्ण विषक्तमानसा विसृज्य लज्जां रुरुद्रस्म सुस्वरं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Raju Prabhu, can you please conclude the call, Prabhuji?
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Mataji, thank you for joining. Vacha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, शील प्रभुपाद बुक रीडिंग की जय, चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. हरे कृष्णा. थैंक यू.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभुजी. हरे कृष्णा.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Raju Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्णा. हरे कृष्णा.